You ran out of coffee. What are you drinking?
Smirnoff? Yeah, I think so.
Puts lead in your pencil. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a good day, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, boy.
What's left of the rats will be clean.
Well, we're going to go get some coffee first. The hell's that dog? Muchacho! Sit down, sit down. Good boy. Give Ross a kiss.
Yeah.
Give him a kiss, Ross. Mhm. He just wants some of that Smirnoff. Not going to share, are you? All right.
He's a dope thinking drinker.
So is that what it is?
Yeah.
He tried that yesterday, didn't he? Hello and welcome again to another fantastic fun-filled video from Crash Site Reptiles. Look what a snake did to me. It was a killer. I won't sell this snake to anybody, kids. It'll tear you up. I'm going to show you just a few snakes here. We've got a couple of things we filmed earlier with some clutches, and there's going to be a segment on here where I pulled eggs from a few snakes, but one of them I'm showing you how to candle them. So if you've never done that, watch this and we'll teach you a few techniques and tricks on this. Anyway, enjoy this and we'll be right back. Hey, we've got a problem. Ross has been out cleaning some mice and rats, which we love, right?
Yeah, we know.
Oh, show them your t-shirt with Jesus on it. Anybody recognize that guy?
Jesus.
Anybody?
Another Jesus sighting.
My mother-in-law used to be so proud when I'd wear a shirt like that. That's Lemmy from Motorhead with a lamb. Anyway, this is my boa constrictor enclosure. And look where that damn boa did. Crawled up in between the screen and the glass. So you have to try to open the door to go in and take that screen door off, and I'm too damn fat to get in there.
You don't look too happy.
So we're gonna see if Ross can do it. I don't know how she's flattened herself out and squeezed in there.
Oh, shit.
This is gonna be fun, boys and girls.
Got any WD-40?
We're gonna put a rat in there, throw it on the ground, and maybe she'll come. I don't know. She shit all over the rocks before she went in there, but if anybody can do this, Ross can.
You want your snake back?
In pieces. It's Saturday. If Ross kills that, we'll put it on the spit tonight and grill it, and I'll make a belt out of it. Anyway.
I can't go in there.
Can you get in there?
I think so. No, if I get stuck.
Well, you're stuck in there. I'll slip in some food for you and the snake.
You spit in the floor?
Yeah. There you go, Ross. Suck it in. Now watch this. This is how you fix a boa constrictor. See there's the thermostat in there. We try to keep this room right around, it's probably always between 95 and 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's kind of warm.
It's warm in there, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll clean up some of that shit. Hey Ross, do you think everybody should have a boa constrictor in their house?
I think so. At least one.
Yes.
I'm out. Can I have another one?
Please, sir, may I have another? No, thank you. Okay, it's Mother's Day. Well, this is May 10th. July 10th, these will be due. This is my female pastel 100% het clown that I bred to my micro scale male 100% het clown. And she's kicked one egg out. Did a number on that cage too, because she pissed everybody. Anyway, she's sitting on what looks to be like a really, really nice clutch of eggs. So we will be getting these out here soon. See if we can get a look at them. Got Mama taking my head off. Oh, cool. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. If that other one's good, I'll candle it. But that's a pretty good clutch. So we should actually be able to get some pastel clowns, pastel micro scale clowns. Anything with the micro scale in it, I think will be good, because I haven't seen any of the micro scale clowns, or if there have, I haven't seen them for sale. And if I hatch some out, they will be for sale. I think this would be a good project to get into. And I've got another snake sitting on eggs over here. I've got a phantom yellow belly, but we'll show you her in a minute. But anyway, nice clutch. We'll take good care of Mom. After they lay their eggs and I put them away, I like to take these snakes and I always wash them with some warm water and just a little bit of hand soap, and then rinse them off real good. I like to get the smell of those eggs off of them. And then you put them in their tub, and they'll settle in probably within 3 or 4 days. A lot of them, especially this one, they'll start feeding right away. But I like to clean them. I like to get the smell of those eggs off, because I've had them false nest before, where they'll coil up and they're just like they're on eggs, but I've already taken them. So if you get that smell away from them, why, they're usually pretty good. Anyway, I'll show you that other clutch here in just a minute. Okay, here we are. I've washed her off. I cleaned out that newspaper, and I put in this this coconut bedding, and it's all misted down, and she's washed off. So she's got a nice clean tub. She's still actually got a lot of body weight on her. I mean, she's lost quite a bit, but she's a big animal, so she really looks good, especially for laying 9 eggs. Anyway, so we're gonna put her back in her tub, her rack, I mean, which is right over there. And anyway, that's how I like to do it after they lay their eggs. And I've got the eggs right here, getting ready to go in the incubator, right over there. So anyway, I'm gonna pull that other clutch, but that's the way my snakes look when they're done, and I'm putting them back in right after they lay their eggs. Always take really good care of them, you guys. It will bear fruit in the long run. And plus, it's good to take care of your animals. Okay, here's the second one. This is a phantom female, phantom yellow belly. When I bought her, they called it a phantom goblin. That comes from the Ralph Davis line. For you old timers, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this one, I bred to a black, phantom yellow belly here. I bred to a black pastel yellow belly phantom sable fader mater. Sable fader male. God, I can't talk. So anyway, this really should be a killer clutch. I mean, super phantom yellow belly, black pastel with the other sable and fader in it. Because those are some lethal genes. You have to be careful what you put those in with, but this one, no problems whatsoever. Anyway, this should be a fun clutch. I'm curious how many eggs she's got. Let me see if I can do this and count them with one hand. Come on, mama. She's got her tail hooked in there, but she's got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So 8 eggs. I'm going to set this down and get her tail out so she doesn't flip those. But then we're going to do for her what we did for the other one. We'll get this cage cleaned out and put in some fresh bedding, mist it down, get it nice and humid, and let her get in there and rest. And then about another week, we'll offer her some food and see if she'll start eating rats again. Anyway, this should be a really, really nice clutch, guys. We'll bring you along for the ride when we cut these two. Anyway, it is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Okay, here we are. We've washed her up. Gave her a fresh, clean new tub. She's going to go over into that little hole. And well, she's already trying to get away. I don't know if you guys noticed, but me taking these snakes off these eggs was no problemo. They've got a real bad reputation for biting and striking. I've never had a problem with it. Once or twice, but not often. Anyway, I hope this was fun. I have no idea what video this is going to go into, but I thought I'd just shoot it, and we'll put it in another video here coming up soon. But anyway, and there's her eggs, by the way. I already candled these. You can see I've marked them. I need to do these. I always separate them. And then into the incubator they go, and in 2 months we'll have a whole bunch of baby snakes. Okay, what we've got here is another clutch. This is a Super Blast female, which is a super pastel pinstripe. And I bred her to a micro scale. And they really intensify the colors. I mean, they'll turn them on bad. So this ought to be a really cool clutch. This little gal, ever since she was bitty, has always had a temper. So she's kind of a, she'd be a tricky one to pull eggs from. However, especially one-handed. I'm going to try and do this. I'll show you one of the tricks. She was striking at me earlier. So if you do this, kind of get their heads down a little bit, then you can work them off the clutch. Let's see how many she's got. She's rolling them all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 7 eggs. Anyway, we'll candle those. I've got a box all set up for them, and we'll throw them in the incubator. We will wash Mama off and get her back in her tub. But this ought to be a really killer clutch. Sometime right around the mid part of July. I just had a thought. I don't know how many of you people have ever dealt with these eggs. I'm sure there's a few people watching this video that have never hatched eggs. When they come out, that is soft, like soft leather. They harden up, but they still remain a little bit soft. But what I like to do, a lot of people, and I used to, they'd lay a big ball of eggs, I'd put them in. I like to candle them now, and what I do is I like to separate them. And if you get them when they're fresh, see how easy that came apart? Let's see if we can get another one here. But the longer they're together, the harder that gets to do. Like, gets to be. The harder that gets to be doing that. Jesus Christ, I need to learn how to speak English. I usually do these with 2 hands, but since these are real fresh, they're gonna come off. But you gotta do it real slow, nice and easy, because what you don't want to do is tear that egg. So you just take your time, see how that's peeling like that. I like to maybe work it from another angle, just kind of help it along, and boom. And then something like this, piece of cake. There we go. Nice and easy. Separated. And then I'm by myself where I show you how to candle these, but there's a lot of videos. You always want to candle these. I do. I would recommend candling them and then marking them, because you want that embryo on the top. And when you candle these eggs, turn the lights out and just use a flashlight, and you will see the veins. Let me try this. Maybe see if we can see one. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's not exactly dark in here, but that network of veins on top. And if you look, there's almost a little right there. There's your embryo. So we'd mark that one. So you can see those veins. And if you ever get eggs that there's no veins in them, they're sterile eggs, they're slugs. Sometimes they'll do that. Anyway, you can see how there's nothing down there, and then as you move the egg like this, there's that network of veins. That's always got to be on top. That embryo has to be on top of the egg. If you don't do this, or if you turn them a lot, or they get moved a lot, especially after a couple days they start setting up. The reason they need to be up like that, that embryo needs, it'll actually form an air pocket in there. And if that embryo winds up on the bottom, that snake will drown. So it's always a good thing to candle your eggs. And then, you know, set them up 89 degrees, put them in the oven 60 days, the timer will go off, and you'll have a bunch of them. Anyway, hope you learned something on this. All right, here's a girl that I've bred, well, not me, but another snake, several times.
My gosh.
Hold still, damn it. We just cleaned the table for the video. This is an Enchi ghost. Yeah, an Enchi ghost. Can you, I'll hold her, Kelly, she won't strike at you. See if you can get in a little bit closer to her. I like how the Enchi, I love what that does with the ghost. That just, you can see the yellow around that pattern like that. And I bred this to a black pastel Enchi OD yellow belly het ghost male 2 or 3 times, and I mean, she's got some girth, but I'm just not convinced that she's gravid. I mean, she may be, I really hope she lays eggs, because if she does, then I could potentially get a black pastel, super inchy OD yellow belly ghost. I pulled eggs from a snake this morning. I didn't think this little killer blast was gravid, and she laid eggs. And it'll happen sometimes. You don't think they're carrying eggs, but you come up one morning and the tub's full of eggs. So, but she was bred several times, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if I come up here and find some eggs. I would really, really, really like to do that. So anyway, hopefully we'll get eggs out of this one. Be good. You guys would love them. Let me show you another snake. Okay, here is another. This is a little female I got last year. Bet you can't guess what that is. Go ahead, try. 1, 2, 3. You lose. That is a yellow belly red stripe female. I got this one from Justin Kabelka. Oh, Justin! It's really nice. It's a really nice snake. They don't look like a whole, they don't look like a lot. Yeah. But this is the snake, the red stripe is what he uses when he makes those Pompeii clowns and everything else. And I'm wanting to get this into the black pastel projects. I'm really wanting to go to the dark side, so to speak. I'm looking at making some super, super black, dark ball pythons, but I want them to be dark, and I want them to just be accentuated with lots and lots of just brilliant, bright colors. In my mind's eye, I can see what I want to do, and I've not seen a snake. I'm trying to make that one. Anyway, hopefully it'll work. Anyway, it's not the most striking, ball python you'll ever see in your life, but the genetics are definitely there. And I mean, with yellow belly and that, there's nothing I can't do with that. So that'll be a kind of a project we'll be looking at doing hopefully this fall, because I believe she is right about 1,000 grams. She's got about, I don't know, another 500 or 600 grams to pick up, and I think we can do it by November, December this year. But we should be able to produce some really, really, really nice clutches out of this one. So keep your fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. Please tell a few people. Jesus Christ, we need some views. And like it. Like it, like it, like it, like it. I like it. We'll catch you next time, boys and girls. Be safe.